Welcome to Eternal Manna, the daily devotional broadcast of Grace Gospel Church. We are looking at Psalm 35, and today we want to look at two more verses 13 and 14. Verse 13, yet when they were ill, I put on sackcloth and humbled myself with fasting when my prayers returned to me unanswered. What an amazing heart David had, that these people who had become his enemies, whenever they fell ill, David deeply cared for them. It says that David wept over them and he prayed very earnestly for them. He prayed that they would recover, that they would be healed. And he actually went to the extent of showing his earnestness and seriousness by fasting. And he put on sackcloth and humbled himself through fasting. Now, sackcloth in the Bible is always an expression of grief over sin and sorrow. And here is David grieving over them in his heart, but he also shows it externally by putting on sackcloth. So both internally and externally, David showed how deeply he cared for these people. Verse 14, I went about mourning as though for my friend or brother. I bowed my head in grief as though weeping for my mother. He uses three pictures here. He says, I'm grieving like how I would grieve for a brother, for a friend, for my own mother. I mean, those are the most intimate relationships that one can have in life. And David says, when you lose such intimate relationships, you're going to grieve. You're going to grieve very, very deeply. And David says, that's exactly how I feel for these people when they fell ill. And there are a couple of things we need to keep in mind. David was a man of courage, but he was also a man of compassion. Courage and compassion. That must define you and me. Courage and compassion. Or to use another figure of speech, toughness and tenderness. Toughness and tenderness. What a beautiful blend and balance. And it's not easy to have that balance. And we need to pray that God will give us courage and compassion, and God will give us toughness and tenderness. But I like to ask a question. How should we respond to people? Because that's a challenge we face every day, isn't it? How do we respond to people? Because we are surrounded by people. We don't live in isolation. So here are three I words I want to leave with you as to how we should respond to people. The first I word is we need to identify with them in their pain. Here they were ill, they were sick, and David identified with their pain. Identify with people in the pain, in the hurt that they are going through in life. Don't stand aloof. Don't stand aloof. Identify. The second I word is intercede for them. Doesn't matter who they are. You can pray for them. You can call upon the Lord. You can pray with agony, with intensity for them, that their situation will change, that they will be healed, they will be delivered. So we need to pray, intercede. The third I word I want to leave with you is we need to be involved. I have heard many people tell me, oh, we are praying for you. And one of my responses to them is, put feet to your prayers. It's good to pray, but God is going to show you that you are going to be the answer to your prayer. Put feet to your prayers. Do something. Pick up the phone and call them. Talk to them. Encourage them. Maybe you can prepare a meal and take it to them and give it to them. There is something that we must do practically to show that we love them and we care for them. So today, whom are you going to reach out to? Are you going to live in isolation? Or are you going to reach out to someone? Identify, intercede, and be involved. May God give us grace to do so, not just only today, but right through life. Amen.
For more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Grace Gospel English Church Toronto. Thank you.